Good morning. Welcome to Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Lynchburg. We're glad you are here. Whoever you are, whatever your beliefs, whatever your age, whatever your gender identity, and whomever you love, you are welcome here. As we work together for justice, compassion, and peace, we also acknowledge with humility that our buildings sit on Monacan land. My name is Kim Sinha. I've been a part of this church for about 21 years, and I'm also a member of the Sunday Services Committee. If you are with us for the first time on Zoom or in the sanctuary, we are glad you chose to be here this morning to participate in the service of this congregation we love. If you would like to receive our monthly newsletter and Friday email updates, please fill out the virtual visitor card found on our website at uulynchburg.org under Sunday Services, or fill out the yellow card found in the back of the chair in front of you and place it in the offering basket during offerings. The annual Interfaith Thanksgiving service will be at Trinity Lutheran Church on Thanksgiving morning at 9:30 a.m. Courtney Sinha will represent our congregation by offering a reading at the service. Any other announcements? By the way, if you've never been to that interfaith service, I strongly encourage you to go. It's really a wonderful experience. There's quite a few of us UUs that go and represent for our church.
It's been going on over 50 years.
Yes, it's a long time tradition in the city of Lynchburg, and it's a really good thing to support. So if you can make it, what time does it start?
9:30.
9:30. Says it right there. It's at Trinity Lutheran Church. That's off of Rivermont Avenue. All right, if there are no more announcements, I invite us to release our worries about the world and our own lives as we enter into the service by taking some slow, calming breaths. All right, let's take a moment to wave greetings to our friends on Zoom, and for our Zoom folks to wave good morning to those of us in the sanctuary. Good morning, Zoomies. All right, let's join with all UU churches this morning in the lighting of our chalice, the symbol of our faith, by repeating these words. May the light we now kindle inspire us to use our powers to heal and not to harm, to help and not to hinder, to bless and not to curse, to serve you, O Spirit of life. Now please rise in body or spirit to sing hymn number 349, We Gather Together.
young at heart to join us. It's so nice to see all of you today. And Courtney found a really wonderful story.
Good morning. All right, let's hold on to our fidgets, please. Keep them to ourselves. All right, so we have a really good book this morning. It's called Giving Thanks, and it was written by Chief Jake Swamp from the Mohawk Nation.
What's the Mohawk Nation?
It is an indigenous tribe of people, and he is from Upper New York State. And this is his very first picture book, but he's written some more stories since then. I'm going to invite us to listen to the story and keep our fidgets to ourselves, okay? To be a human being is an honor, and we offer thanksgiving for all the gifts of life. Mother Earth, we thank you for giving us everything we need. Thank you, deep blue waters around Mother Earth, for you are the force that takes this thirst away from all living things. We give thanks to green grasses that feel so good against our bare feet, for the cool beauty you bring to Mother Earth's floor. Thank you, good foods from Mother Earth, our life sustainers, for making us happy when we are hungry. Fruits and berries, we thank you for your color and sweetness. We are all thankful to good medicine and herbs for healing us when we are sick. Thank you, all the animals in the world, for keeping our precious forests clean. All the trees in the world, we are thankful for the shade and warmth you give us. Thank you, all the birds in the sky, for singing your beautiful songs for all to enjoy. We give thanks to you, gentle four winds, for bringing clean air for us to breathe from the four directions. Thank you, Grandfather Thunder Beings, for bringing rain to help all living things grow. Elder Brother Sun, we send thanks for shining your light and warming Mother Earth. Thank you, Grandmother Moon, for growing full every month to light the darkness for children and sparkling waters. We give you thanks, twinkling stars, for making the night sky so beautiful and for sprinkling morning dewdrops on the plant. Look how they sparkle. Isn't that beautiful? Spirit protectors of our past and present, we thank you for showing us ways to live in peace and harmony with one another. And most of all, thank you, Great Spirit, for giving us all these wonderful gifts so we will be happy and healthy every day and every night. The end. I thought that was such a good book to read as we have been working and thinking about gratitude this month and all the things that we're thankful for and how we can express that.
And I love that that's a morning prayer that people say every morning.
Yes.
So they get up and are thankful for all the world around them.
Yeah, it's such a good way to start the day. It makes me think of the blessing jars that we made in RE last week, where we could put all the things that we were thankful for in our jars, and anytime we need to take a peek or get a reminder, we can open it up and remember the things that we're thankful for.
Why didn't it say things in the mountains?
The mountains are beautiful too, aren't they? All right, so today we're going to go upstairs and talk about the ways that we can give back when we say thank you and the ways that the earth gives to us. So we are going to have a really good discussion and some fun upstairs today. Are we ready to go up?
Let us sing
Eliza,
them
will you be our
on their
line leader?
way.
Thank you.
I'm thankful for cords this morning and not falling down. Each Sunday, we take an offering of our gifts for the work of this community, both in this building and in the larger world. And so I invite you, as you were so moved, to give of your gifts with joy, for they are gratefully received. Well, it's almost Thanksgiving, and I don't know if we've shared this responsive reading before. We may have, because it's my very favorite. And I finally looked up what a Hubbard is. Who knows what a Hubbard is? They don't grow them in Mississippi. It's a squash. Oh, you knew what a Hubbard was. Okay. Okay, so I invite us to join in our unison, in our litany, and I'll begin and y'all can read what's in italics. The Reverend Max Kutz, who was an avid gardener himself, wrote this a number of years ago. Let us give thanks for a bounty of people. It's not in italics, it's underlined. Sorry.
It's both.
No, that's good. No, that's good. That's the start. From the top. Let us give thanks for a bounty of people. Let us give thanks. For feisty friends as tart as apples. For crotchety friends as sour as rhubarb and as indestructible. For handsome friends who are as gorgeous as eggplants and as elegant as a row of corn, and the others as plain as potatoes and so good for you. For funny friends who are as silly as Brussels sprouts and as amusing as Jerusalem artichokes. And serious friends as complex as cauliflower and as intricate as onions. For friends as unpretentious as cabbages, as subtle as summer squash, as persistent as parsley, as delightful as dill, as endless as zucchini, and who, like parsnips, can be counted on to see you through the long winter. For old friends nodding like sunflowers in the evening time, and young friends coming on as fast as radishes. For loving friends who wind around us like tendrils and hold us to strike our lives like willows and evergreens. And finally, for those friends now gone like gardens past that have been harvested, but who fed us in their times that we might have life everlasting. For all these we give thanks. What a nice way to start our joys and concerns. Spirit of life and love, we hold up today our gratitude for the beauty and wonder of our natural world, for the mystery of life, for community that supports us when we have our deepest sorrows and most joyous celebrations. We hold up today those who are ill in mind, body, or spirit, those who are transitioning out of this life. May they find that which is most needed for their soul's journey. We give thanks today for this faith of ours, this community of ours that supports us and challenges us, that encourages us to be more than we ever thought we could be, to cherish love and justice and hope as we live in the whole of life. And for allergies. This we ask in the name of all that is sacred. Amen. So this morning, Courtney shared with us the Native American morning prayer that comes out of a worldview in which everything is sacred. Daily life begins with a practice of gratitude. We also shared our litany of thanks, a humorous way to express our gratitude for beloveds. Both of these aspects of the service honor the human need to express gratitude for the many generous ways we receive from the fullness of life. Yet gratitude is more than simply saying we're grateful. As Unitarian Universalists, we seek to live our values. Therefore, we are called to address a more challenging aspect of gratitude. The part of gratitude that acknowledges the difficulty and pain that's also part of life. And often, gratitude is complex, especially when we come to holidays whose origins were not as benign as we once thought. We now understand the destruction that was part of that period of colonization on this continent when the first Thanksgiving took place. Acknowledging this reality of our history and holidays, I decided to entitle this service Practicing Gratitude in Times of Chaos. Feels sort of appropriate, doesn't it? I'm not very good at picking titles, but that felt appropriate to me. Gratitude in these times is a view of life that needs to be nurtured. While it seems obvious that at Thanksgiving we would practice gratitude, perhaps this holiday is so complex in its origin and history that we need to unpack some baggage before we can freely experience gratitude around this season. We have to know and acknowledge our history to freely be grateful without guilt. Marcus Garvey wrote, "A people without the knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots." We know now the complex history of European colonizers who came to a land that they considered empty because they in no way honored the people, cultures, and nations that already existed here. I'm dating myself, but those of us in this room who I know were born in 1950 will remember this. Remember the little art projects at Thanksgiving with the little boy and girl pilgrims dressed in black and white? And, they were the perfect colonizers, and we never talked about the people who already lived here. Those white faces at that point, they were white faces, came to find freedom from religious and societal oppression. The pilgrims sought freedom and were grateful for this new land and the generosity of the indigenous people. But the pilgrims didn't see that everything is sacred. They came to take. For them, generosity probably meant taking what they wanted, taking the land, the lives, and the freedom of the people already living here. Many of us have benefited from that period, or our ancestors came in another wave of immigrants later on, each wave trying to survive, each group seeking freedom. Today, we live in another period of power grabs for the land, lives, and freedom, particularly of people of color. The concept of freedom is so complex in our country, particularly as we see now ICE detaining, imprisoning, and deporting immigrants, US citizens, legal residents. We live in the midst of these hard realities. In these times, it's challenging to be awake. In the midst of this repression, it's challenging some days to find gratitude. We're called again to balance awareness and action with gratitude and the reverence of life. For centuries, Unitarians and Universalists have stood and spoken truth to power. Our gratitude sits in balance with our witness for justice, freedom, and hope. UU minister, the Reverend David Schwartz, reflects on freedom. Kim, would you like to share this reading?
We gotta do something about that.
Yeah, we do need to do something about that cord. And you have permission to laugh if I fall down.
No, we would never do that.
I have big bones. I'm a big bones, so.
Who is freedom for? We gather at Thanksgiving in some sense to retell the creation myth of our country. In this myth is our very best of our very worst. A boldness, a care for the common good, a wish to say we before I. Yet, from even before the first Thanksgiving feast, it's a story of theft and violence, and a ruthlessly narrow definition of who we really means. The colonists had come seeking freedom, and in that we identify with them. But it was freedom only for themselves. In every generation forward, from that day to this, the people living in this land that became America struggled always with the question, who is freedom for? Black persons were taken from their native Africa to become slaves. Immigration laws were written explicitly to prohibit non-Western Europeans. Women could not vote even a century ago. In many states right now, gays and lesbians can be legally fired or evicted merely for not being straight. Refugees knock and, in response, voices call to bar the door. The Universalist minister Clarence Skinner wrote a century ago, "The fight for freedom is never won. Each generation must win for itself the right to emancipate itself from its own tyrannies, which are ever unprecedented. Therefore, those who have been reared in freedom bear a tremendous responsibility to the world to win an ever larger and more important liberty. So may it be for us. We are the inheritors of our liberty, won with sweat and labor and blood of generations before us. May we be a people committed to winning an ever larger liberty for the generations that follow. Who is freedom for? May we answer today and always, every one of us.
Our gratitude sits beside our awareness of what's happening in the world, its injustice and its beauty. we don't naively give thanks. It's with humility that we offer up what we know of the world and our privilege. We can then be grateful even as we work for the freedom of all people. And in each generation, our expressions of gratitude for life, justice, freedom, carry a responsibility to be protectors of that freedom, justice, and peace. Yesterday, I found a quote by James Baldwin that speaks to this understanding of how responsibility and gratitude go hand in hand. Baldwin, more than many, understood the fragility of freedom and justice. Being a Black, gay activist and author, he knew the fragility of freedom and justice. He knew oppression and suffering, but he lived with hope and remained committed to the power of love to transform the world. He said, "One must say yes to life and embrace it wherever it is found. And it is found in terrible places. Nevertheless, there it is." He went on to say, "For nothing is fixed, forever and forever and forever. It is not fixed. The earth is always shifting. The light is always changing. The sea does not cease to grind down the rock. Generations do not cease to be born, and we are responsible to them because we are the only witnesses they have. The sea rises, the light fails. Lovers cling to each other and children cling to us. The moment we cease to hold each other, the moment we break faith with one another, the sea engulfs us and the light goes out." That gets to me. In this time of chaos, we are called to see the truth, to speak truth, to acknowledge the pain and suffering we see in our history and in this day. Yet what is essential to survival is that we can still say yes to life. We still express gratitude for life. And then we are called to, as Baldwin wrote, to say yes to life and yes to love. So today, despite whatever is happening in the world, we are called to be grateful. And there is so much to be grateful for. Each of us is called to see the world as sacred and to begin our day with gratitude. Let us hold the truth of the world and be grateful for all the good, the beautiful, the true. For offering gratitude in a time of chaos is a powerful act of resistance. Injustice is held in balance with our radical love of life. We are called to gratitude, to celebrate life here and now in our day. So this Thanksgiving, remember the complex history of the holiday, and then to the core of your being, say yes to life and be grateful for all you have received. In that spirit, let us rise in body or spirit to share hymn 300 with heart and mind. wave goodbye to our Zoomies. Zoomies, wave goodbye to our roomies. It's been wonderful to be together today. Blessings in this week when we celebrate in so many different ways and places. May we be safe and may our hearts be filled. As our service draws to a close, we extinguish the flame of our chalice as we say these words together. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Our final words of blessing they're adapted from the Reverend Michelle Collins. As we prepare to go into the world, may we open our eyes to see miracles in mundane moments. May we remember that gratitude grows not through waiting for extraordinary gifts, but through seeing the ordinary blessings surrounding us daily. Go in love and go in peace. Go in love and go in peace.